The roots of OMNI go back into the late 70s, shortly after the founding of the college. And at that time, there were several people who were interested in trying to use the capacity of the college within a university setting to do research in an area in which not much research had been done, and that's research into the area of the mechanisms by which osteopathic manipulative treatment works. They set up this organization as an institute, and the first name for it was a Somatic Dysfunction Research Institute. I led the institute for some period of time, and we did bring in more people, particularly from physical therapy, and we also brought in people from engineering. So we had a big collaboration, and with those experiments, some of those early experiments on post-exercise muscle soreness turned out to be of value in terms of understanding some of the mechanisms that were going on. So I became the director of the Institute, and my feeling was that we needed to reach out a little bit more broadly in terms of participation rather than just sort of physiology and the OMM folks. So as part of that, we renamed it at that time the Interdisciplinary Institute for Neuromuscular Skeletal Research, which is a very long title. And Brian Clark, when he took over as director, wisely decided to change the name into something slicker, which is now the Ohio Musculoskeletal and Neurological Institute.
I joined Ohio University in 2006. For the first 25 to 30 years of OMNI's existence, the primary focus was on osteopathic manipulative medicine. During the time, under my direction at least, OMNI underwent some strategic planning. Over the years, we've sort of refined our research programs down to a couple. One being healthy aging and the other one being more in the pain and injury space. Right now, I think we have 7 principal investigators and 3 junior scholars with another 20 affiliated scientists working within our broader research program. And everybody hails from a slightly different background. Some of these are physicians, some are engineers, some are psychologists, some are physical therapists, some are physiologists, neuroscience. So by pulling people together, I feel we have much stronger or greater strength in the numbers of that. I've told the story for years that when I first moved to Ohio University, I didn't know how long I would be here. As somebody whose work is predominantly involving human study participants, I had concern that it wasn't large enough to support the kind of research program that we needed to build, but I've been totally proven wrong. We've had phenomenal support from the community.
Engaging with the community is very important. So since we're an applied or a clinical research unit, that means we need human participants to do a lot of our research studies. So we can't rely on cells in a lab. We actually need people to come into our labs. Most of my work has been around musculoskeletal and orthopedic injuries, specifically knee ACL injuries. So this is a common injury seen in sports medicine clinics, but also general orthopedic clinics. Without them, all of our scientific breakthroughs can't happen. And without those breakthroughs, then the medical care that we enjoy today just wouldn't exist without clinical science. So we have to have it.
We are trying to understand more about the neural mechanisms of why we get weaker as we age. And then that ultimately would lead to our hopefully being able to come up with some great interventions that will mitigate that process. We could not do the level or quality of scientific research that we do without the Athens community members.
OMNI, I think, contributes to the community in a variety of ways. So probably the most obvious way is it's an opportunity for people to get involved in cutting-edge research. Part of what I do is looking at pain disorders. So in particular, we've been looking at people with back pain, chronic back pain. And we are developing ways to try and treat that using virtual reality technology. The other aspect of what I do is blood donation research. So I'm involved in a variety of studies that are designed to recruit and retain volunteer blood donors.
My particular research looks at skeletal muscle metabolism, so dealing with OMNI, and one of their focuses being healthy aging. So my line of research looks at the metabolism and how we can improve the metabolism of skeletal muscle as we get older to prevent diseases such as type 2 diabetes and muscle wasting. Without the involvement of the local community being interested in our research, coming in to find out more about our research, and then ultimately a number of individuals actually participating in our study, we wouldn't be able to do the type of research that we do today.
If there's one thing I could say to the folks that have participated in our studies and supported us, it's simple. It's thank you.
Without the participation, the interest of those individuals, I wouldn't be able to do what I love to do.
Thank you for caring. Thank you for sticking with the interest in the study, coming back time and again.
It really echoes throughout time, like what they'll contribute. They may think it's a small thing or they don't want to take the time, but it's those little pieces is what builds our amazing modern medical machines.
We really appreciate their coming in without any payment other than increasing the knowledge and increasing their own activity level.
We're so grateful that you're willing to be a part of this and really trying to help us out and help out the community at large and the world.
As a registered nurse, your participation in clinical trials is key for folks like myself to be able to provide care for sick individuals and to help healthy individuals to continue to stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Well, there's nothing to say but thanks. And that's important.